incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19. Should have opted for the touchback. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You look at this Raiders defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Manning. He'll check this one down to Barber. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Right where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Finding room at midfield. They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Oh, Bosa over it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. One more time with Barber. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Manning. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Raiders at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Collins to throw on 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off-play action. Collins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle they go with Barber. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Manning going to throw. And the Raiders have got it. They'll go on the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Third and 3. Back to throw. Collins. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Throwing is Collins on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. In motion left comes Moss. Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll look to throw again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Manning. And he's got Shockey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards.
And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan. Sheds off the tackle. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Collins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Collins off the play fake. Wide. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it. We're in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They've got to get to the line quick. Of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And here's Collins. A final shot before break. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Collins now throwing on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Collins on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Collins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Collins.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, Jordan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
2nd and a couple.
Operating from the gun, Collins. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Collins. That's caught right side by Anderson. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing is Collins. Throwing to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Collins. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Collins to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Here's Barber. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Barber trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barber. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up. down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And here's Collins. Off play action. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jacobs going to try the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Once again, it's Barber. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Up the middle they go. Jordan. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Manning to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Manning to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. Manning going to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Here's 1st down. Off the play fake. Collins. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the
all right, I got him. T-Stead, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the